welcome to another video. Today we're going to be doing a whip and chat. It's been a while since I did a whip and chat. I don't even know if I remember how to do it, but yeah, you forget how to do things. So I'm going to work on this here. This is this landscape pattern that I got, and it's a cross stitch pattern that I got from the Stitch Patterns. I got this lifetime membership to get their cross stitch patterns, so this is just one of the many. So I'm gonna be doing this using round drills. So this is a full drill. I'm gonna call this poured glue because I didn't use double-sided tape. I used this to put the sticky on it, so I'm just testing it out right now. And these are rounds. There's how many colors? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 colors on this DMC. I did not kit this up because I am using my stash of drills to do this one. So I'm just going to be like, oh, I need 760 and go look for 760. And I hope I have enough to finish this here. So how I'm doing my rounds is I printed out the pattern here. I did a video on how I print out the patterns in a previous video. And then I printed out this picture here that is with the stitch patterns, like how they are on the PDF. It comes with this picture here. And I printed out the picture on some transparency paper so that I can read through it, hopefully. And the whole reason I did that instead of doing how I was doing my squares is because you could see the grid lines in rounds. You're not going to cover it up with a square drill. So I was like, how do I do the rounds? So my thing was, let's try printing it on some transparency paper and just putting it on top, and then diamond painting it and then just taking it off. So yeah, this is my first try of doing this, so I figured, why not? I'm actually going to cut this a little bit. And then if this works, I think that's how I'm going to do Heaven and Earth Designs cross stitch pattern. In rounds is somehow print the picture and put it over the printout. It will be much harder because it's going to be bigger. But I figure, test this out. So first I'm going to actually kind of tape this on so that it doesn't move. Well, maybe I should take off the plastic covering. So I just keep, this is just plastic covering from old diamond painting that I've done already. I have done way too many diamond paintings, so it's not too hard for me to have the extra covering. So I'm just using some washi tape since it should be removable. Oh, don't want to cover, and I should have left a little bit more hair. So I'm gonna do this pattern here. I'm going to zoom you in. Zoom. Wait, move you forward. Zoom in. I don't think you're gonna be able to see the pattern. The letters. It's not the clearest. Well, it looks pretty clear when you're zoomed in this way, but I'm not sure how visible it will be. There. But I was like, hey, I have transparency paper. Let's try it. I'm gonna I got like a different timer here, so I could put it, I could have one here and have one. So I'm gonna start my timer here because I like, for whatever reason, timing my stuff. So okay, I've already messed up I've messed up the alignment there. Maybe I need more tape. Okay. There. Okay, so up there is number 6, and I do have the legend here, so just to help, I've just put it onto my thing, my journal, 554. Okay, I hope I have enough 554. Okay, I have a lot of this one, so let's just use this one. Okay, wait, maybe I should move you forward and not have me. It's not gonna be as easy to see. I think I might, I'm gonna go get my, why can't I think of words? My light pad. Or we're just going to try. We're gonna try. So there is 6. Okay, I haven't used this pen in a while. I'm just using pink wax because I'm not sure how sticky the aliens tack it over and over is gonna be. So yeah. So it's been a while since I did, oops. Is this not sticky? That's sticky. Did I miss a spot? Oh, this is where, or is this plastic? Okay, there's still plastic over it. I was like, no! Okay. Okay. It's been a while since I've done a whip and chat. Mainly I haven't had the time to record as much as I like. Okay, so when was the last time I did a whip and chat? I'm trying to think. Yeah, I don't know. So I think since the last time I did the whip and chat, I said my friend was gonna come from Victoria. She did come. And I think that's partially one of the reasons I didn't have so much. Wait, I forgot something. All right. I think that's partially the reason why I didn't get to record as much. Is when she had come over, she came over on a Sunday and she stayed until not the following Monday, but the following Monday. So she was here for more than a week. So, but I was still working and she had come kind of last minute, so I couldn't take off because I had some stuff for work, and she had a bunch of errands she needed to do anyway, so, but it was her birthday, so we went, well, it was her birthday slightly right before she came, so, and she really, really likes Chinese food, so we went to a Chinese buffet, which I've never gone to. I was like, I have no idea how good or bad this buffet is, so I guess we will see. It was actually not bad, so I was like, oh, okay, I could go to this buffet at some point in my future. They also sell like the food like in 3727. Well, I have more of this one. Do I need that much? Maybe I could just use this. Nah. They also sell the food by the pound, so if I wanted to get takeout, I could just get food by the pound. But it was just kind of one of those, like, are we gonna, is it safe enough to go to a Chinese buffet now? Yes. Because, you know, at least the one good thing is, we were talking about how, like, because, you know, when COVID was happening, we were like, are we ever gonna go back to buffets? Because, you know, it just seems really gross now for whatever reason because of all the lockdowns and stuff like that. And we were like, I guess we'll find out in the future. And when we were there, we're like, huh, I guess we are in a buffet. So, and I didn't get sick. I am part of the, I don't know, I was reading somewhere that 80% of Americans have gotten COVID at least once. I have never gotten COVID. So far. Well, you know, now I'm jinxing it by saying it. But I have yet to get COVID. So I'm okay. I'm okay for that to be my, I don't need to experience it. So yeah. I'm okay to be part of the 20% if it's still 20%. And it actually might be more, because I think folks, after just being able to take the take-home test, you don't have, see I don't know if you can tell here. See, those are 7s and those are 2s. Why are they the same color? Okay. I'm okay being not part of the 80%. I'm okay being part of 20. So hopefully it's one of those never kind of things. And then, so she had come, I was still doing work, and she was doing a whole bunch of errands. She had like a whole bunch of errands she needed to do here, because like something about like exporting her car for Canada. I didn't know exactly everything. Like there was all this paperwork she had to do, and apparently there is a doctor shortage in Victoria. So she came here to do a medical appointment too, and upgrade, I don't know, not upgrade, what do you call it? Get a prescription, get her prescriptions. So, she was in and out a lot, which was good, because I told her, I was like, yeah, if you had told me earlier, maybe I could have taken some days off, but this was just, actually no, she had told me earlier, it was just a bad week for me to take off. So unfortunately I had a training class scheduled since like last year that I was signed up for, and it was just too late to cancel it. So it was just like a bad week for me to take off, but that's fine. We did stuff after work, and then we also had gone to Skagit County to go see the tulips. Now okay, I might sound like a massive complainer, maybe, but that's my disclaimer before I start talking about this story. So back in 2019, my friend and I had gone to Skagit County for the Tulip Festival there, and 224. And you know, we just drove there, we went and saw tulips, and we left, you know, or like we drove there, like there was like nothing like that I could make comment on or anything. Like it was beautiful, there were beautiful tulips and things like that. So this year we go, and I don't know what was different, maybe because it was such a beautiful day. We happened to go on a very nice sunny day. So on the drive there, we hit crazy traffic in Seattle, and then we hit crazy traffic past Seattle, like I think around the Everett area. And then, so it took us I'm telling you, a long time to get there. Like, long. It was at the end, like, my friend was apologizing for, like, us doing the trip, because it's kind of funny now. But at the time, we were just like, so we hit the traffic in Seattle, and we were like, oh, okay, well, we drove all this way, we might as well keep going. We hit more traffic in Everett, and then when we got to, I think it was Mount Vernon, where it is, when I just followed Google Maps. I think it's in Mount Vernon. So we exited. First thing we did actually was go to this ice cream place, because it was, by the time we got there, we were like, we had left in the morning at, I think, 9:30 in the morning, and we were anticipating getting there, because Google the night before said it would only take 2.5 hours, or like 2 hours and 15 minutes to get there. So we were like, oh, okay, we'll get there around lunchtime, like get there, eat some lunch, and then go see the tulips. And we didn't get there till about, I would have to say 2 something. So we go there. We actually go to this ice cream place first. If you ever have the chance, I think it's called like Silver Goose ice cream or something. I don't know how different the change of pinks here. It's very similar, but I could see in the original picture the pink is not that different. But yeah, we went to this ice cream place. It was really good ice cream. There was a line to the ice cream, but the last time we had gone, there was a line to the ice cream before. So we were expecting the line to the ice cream. So we get some ice cream. And then we go off to the tulip place. And the tulip place from the ice cream place is like less than 10 minutes. You don't even go to the freeway. It's just a less than 10 minutes. So we go on the way, and then there's this traffic, like horrible stopped traffic. And at first we were like, I wonder if there's an accident over there. So we were waiting for it. We're waiting for it, waiting for it. And eventually we find out that that was not traffic. That was, I guess it was traffic, but that was actually the line to go to the tulip farm. I guess it's a tulip farm. And we were like, okay, we're all the way here. We might as well stay in line for the tulip farm. We did not think that. Do you know what time we got to the tulip farm? So the whole reason we went to get ice cream first, our plan was originally to go there, go get some lunch, go to the tulips, and then go get ice cream, and then go home, you know. But what ended up happening is we went to the ice cream first because the ice cream place was going to close earlier than the tulip place. And we were like, we wanted some ice cream. It was really good ice cream. So we get there, and there's this long line like of cars, and we thought, oh man, it was a single lane thing. So we were like, okay, there's some sort of accident, it'll clear up. It never cleared up. At some point we figured out that it was not traffic, but it was actually the line to get into the parking lot of this tulip place. So, do you know what time? And we were, at some point we were just like, since I was the driver, my friends started seeing these people just walking across, and they were like, well, we decided just to walk to the place and get in there earlier. So, yeah. So at some point, my friend had just gotten out of the car and started walking to the place. And I had eventually, and this was like when we were only like maybe less than 2 miles away from the tulip place. Like, I'm serious, it would probably taken us like 30 minutes to walk to it. But it was a hot day too. But yeah, it was. And then we get there, and the parking lot is actually a decent sized parking lot. And we were afraid that the place was going to close because the place was supposed to close at 7. And I did not get to the parking lot until about, I think it was like 6:55. And I was like, but my friend had walked earlier, and she called me and told me that they're actually keeping the park open. Like, they're keeping it open since there's all these people there. So we did eventually, we got in. Well, my friend was there first. We got in, saw the tulips. The sun started going down. By the time we left, it was already dark. But it was beautiful. It was just more like, we were like, okay, I think next time we do this, we go, if we ever do this again, is we go early. But I don't know if early would have helped. We might have still been in the same long traffic. But we were like, we're going to have to go early. And also, I don't know, maybe went to a not so big tulip farm. I don't know, there's only so many, but I'm hoping that, I don't know if it was just an anomaly that it was such a nice day and that's why there were so many people, because it was not like this the last time we went. So I don't know what's different. But I'm hoping that because they only do the tulip thing like during May, and I think that also not during May, April. Also the thing is, this year the tulips had come out late, because it was so cold in the beginning of April that the tulips actually didn't start blooming until mid-April, and we had gone at the end of April. So yeah, in case you're like, when did this happen? Because it's been a while since I've done a WIP and chat. This was at the end of April, like the last weekend of April, and usually that's like the near my friend's birthday. And at the time we went before, I guess it was normal time when the tulips come out, and the end of April is actually more the closer to the end of the tulip festival season-ish instead of the beginning, because yeah, I think the tulips, number one is 760, only came out recently, or not recently, but I heard that they weren't fully bloomed yet in April, and I could see some of the tulips weren't bloomed yet. So yeah, I think it was, yeah, a little bit the previous time in 2019, the weather wasn't weird yet, because the weather has become weird. I mean, right now it's like 80 degrees outside. Or is it 80 degrees? Oh, no, it's not just 80 degrees. It's 88 degrees outside. It's hot. We're not used to it. So yeah, it was interesting. We were like, at the end, we were kind of just laughing at the whole thing in our brain, because we spent so much time in traffic, so much time in the car, so much time, yeah. But it was interesting. It was nice. We got to see some really pretty tulips. Wait, I should show random pictures. Just let me show a couple because I took a lot of pictures. Let's see. And it was so hard to take pictures without like other people photobombing. So I'm trying to find pictures like, so I don't know if you can see. It's really dark. It started getting dark. It's gonna start getting dark. I was trying to find the pictures of the fields. So here's a picture of the tulip fields here. There's lots of fields. And then they had some really nice manicured tulips. Like, I don't know if they're all tulips. So here's some pictures I took. And I thought these were really pretty. But I don't know if you could tell from this picture. Let's see. I don't know if you could tell from this picture. See, some of the bulbs weren't open yet. So I was trying to take some like close-up shots because I was thinking, hey, I could make these into a diamond painting. yeah, this was my attempt of trying to find pictures I could make a diamond painting from. I don't know if did I show this one? I really like the colors on this one. And then at some point it started getting dark. Seriously, it started getting dark. And then I was testing out, like, because it was getting dark, I turned on my flash. So this was like the pictures with turning on flash. But then I was like, you know what? What happens if I don't have the flash? And I actually thought that my camera was actually still taking this. It was pretty dark at this point. I was like, hey, you know, my camera's still taking relatively decent pictures, even though it was dark. So, yeah. So saw some tulips, ate some ice cream. So otherwise, yeah, my like I said, my friend had a lot of errands she needed to run, and then I think she went to visit some people, and yeah, so it was nice. It was kind of strange having like having a roommate at that time, because I've been living alone, so it's a little weird to have other people in the house. So also, because like I said, it was last minute. I wasn't sure that she was coming or not, because she was like, oh, like, can I stay with you? I'm trying to make some, she was like, she's trying to make some doctor's appointments and things like that. And I was like, sure, just let me know when. So I only really kind of knew she was coming. She kind of gave me this like ballpark time frame when she was trying to come. And I only really knew she was coming about like a week and a half before I think she was coming. So 3078. Okay. Well, there's more of this one. Or do I want to try to get rid of this? Well, let's just do the ones with more. So like I said, since I couldn't take the days off, and I had some training I had to do. It was like a 3-day training. Actually, those 3-day trainings take up a lot of time. I'm doing another one. It was like a management training thing, since, yeah. I've been pretty much taking a whole bunch of those classes since I just got the supervisor role last year. So I've been slowly trying to take all the required management trainings. So what was this training? This one was called Leading Others. So I think it was just trying to train for leadership. So since I knew that was that time, I also got my air conditioning install scheduled during that same week. So my friend had come. I was like, yeah, I didn't know when you were coming exactly, so I scheduled my air conditioning install. Plus, you know, apparently they were installing a lot, so that was at some point the first available one that I thought I could make easily, since I was doing the training. So I was like, I'm just gonna be home anyway. So yeah, I got my AC installed. It's running right now because it's 88 degrees outside apparently, even though it got kind of overcast. It's not sunny anymore. I had the AC installed. They put the AC. And I also had a new furnace put in. So the AC unit's like outside, like it's like over outside, but not exactly outside here. It was a bigger unit than I thought, but that's okay. I have it over on the side yard, and I barely ever see the side yard, so it's not bothering me. So they also installed the furnace at the attic, and then they had like this tube going down from the furnace to the AC unit from the attic. So at first I thought it was only going to be like a couple hours. No, they were here like, I think like 9-ish a.m. to like almost 5, I think. Yeah, no, I was already done with my training class, and that ended at like 4:30. So yeah, they installed the unit. They were here pretty much all day. So while I was eating lunch while they were installing, I see this leg like push through my ceiling in my kitchen. So I was like, oh, that's not good. At first I was like, I was kind of confused. I guess I was shocked. I was like, is that a leg through my ceiling? Is that and then I shouted like, are you okay? At least my mentality, I was like, at least it's only a leg. And the person that had fallen through the ceiling, because that would have been worse. So yeah, a leg went through my ceiling. And I laugh at it, but I was just like, oh, there's a leg that went through my ceiling. So the person comes down. I asked them if they were like okay, and they said that they were fine, and that the company will take care of it. And I was thinking, of course you're gonna take care of it in my brain, because there was no way in the world they weren't going to take care of my ceiling. They did take care of my ceiling. So I should show you a picture of my ceiling. Because why not? I'm showing random pictures of tulips, so I should show you a picture of my ceiling. Let's see, do I have a picture of my ceiling? So this was after they tried to patch it up a little bit, because I have my attic, apparently it's not finished, so there's just a whole bunch of insulation fluff, and then they tried to cover it up with boards, and then this part is, I guess, the drywall that was on top of my ceiling. Yeah, they tried to fix it up, but until it got patched, random fluff balls of insulation would like randomly show up whenever I opened the door. Like, I think like whenever you open the door, like the HVAC, I don't know, pressure or whatever changes, and then fluff balls of insulation would come out. So that's what I meant by my ceiling got messed up. One good thing is they did fix it, so yay, look, my ceiling. My ceiling was fixed. One good thing is, I guess the paint was still, the previous owners of this place left the paint in the garage, so they were able to paint over it with the original color. I can tell there's a tiny difference in color, but I guess it's just, you know, when paint ages, it starts fading, or it might be getting dirty because it's in the kitchen, this part here. So yeah, when the person was done and sharing with me what I was supposed to be doing next, like they were like, okay, so how are you gonna pay? And I was like, is it okay if I hold off on paying until after you guys fix my ceiling? So they were like, yes, that's acceptable. So I did end up paying it off, because they did fix the ceiling, so I was happy about that. But yeah, I'm just going to be a little bit money poor for a little bit to pay for the air conditioning. Oh, not really that money. I have enough to pay for it. But yeah, it's several thousands of dollars. So, but it's totally worth it. I'm not like crazy. I'm not complaining how hot it is. It's like a lovely temperature in here. I set the thing to, so far I have it set to 72 degrees. And I figure as the summer goes along and I get more used to hot weather, I was going to increase it, because I don't know, for whatever reason. Do I need to? No, this is a nice, lovely temperature, 72 degrees. Number 4677. Okay, so far I'm very happy that all the colors asked for I have had plenty of. So yeah, playing around with. One nice thing is my air conditioning is very quiet, so I was like, hey, it's quiet. So a lot of weird, yeah, I had to get a lot of new things. I have new AC. My tablet I had to get recently because my last tablet was protesting. Apparently it was overworked and no longer wanted to work for me. So and also, let's see, at work, we're hiring a position. We did some interviews last week. This week, I'm going to have to call references, and we'll see what goes from there. So yeah, there's a set like questions that we're supposed to ask all references. So yep, it's going to be another busy week. It's a lot of effort. It's actually a lot of like after the interview, we were doing in-person interviews. So after the interviews, we were like, what the other person in the panel with me, she's like, I was like, man, she was like, man, it's really hard to keep smiling. Like she said, her mouth was tired from smiling, and I was like, you don't have to smile during these interviews. It's not a beauty pageant. She's like, well, she was like, I want to feel like welcoming, like I wanted to be welcoming, and I was like, okay. I don't think I was smiling throughout the whole interview. It is probably hard to keep smiling, but that's okay. I don't, yeah. I could be scary, right? I remember in a previous workplace, this person that I was working with, he was like, you know, Joan, you were really scary when you were interviewing me. And I was like, I was scary? I didn't mean to be scary. Maybe I'm scary. I don't know. But yeah, apparently one person told me I was scary to interview for. I could tell some people were really nervous. Like, it is nerve-wracking, I think, to be interviewed. And it's also nerve-wracking the other direction, too. Interviewing other people is also, like, stressful. Because, you know, you're judging people. Judging people, being judged, not comfortable situations. But I was like, after, because there was one day we did 3 interviews. I was like, at the end, I was like, we're done. We did 3 interviews today, and I was like, oh my gosh. Talking, all of this talking, like continuous talking, is a lot of effort. Like, it's a lot of effort to like keep doing the talking. Okay, so I think I got all of that. It is a lot of effort to keep talking and talking and talking and talking. And then like, and this is not just talking, this is talking with engagement. Like you have to ask questions, listen to their answers, make responses sometimes to them. So yeah, so hopefully at the end of this, we will have a good candidate that will stick around, because that's important. Okay, which one do I want? Do I want this one or this one? Let's just use that one. They were about the same amount. Hopefully we pick the good candidate that will be good and stick around and be competent. You know, it's really difficult to like gauge, I think. It's like you could read their resume and see what they have done. I guess the references might help get other perspectives, but I think it's really hard, I think, interviewing and gauging how well one person will work in the team. So yeah, we'll see. I just still think it's funny that my coworker was like, man, it's so tiring to keep smiling. I was like, okay. And I don't know, was I scary? I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, and then we're gonna have another position open. It's like a new position, so I have that. I'm getting ready for that. So hiring is not easy. Hopefully we get some good candidates for the other position. It's like I said, it's a new position. Man, I'm gonna have too many people working for me. Like sometimes I'm just like, I manage too many people. That's why I like the diamond painting, because it's able to let me turn my brain off and just like diamond paint. And what's nice also is there's a pattern, so I don't even have to think about what to diamond paint, because I just following the pattern. Because I make enough decisions at work for me to want to make more decisions at home. Sometimes I'm like, I don't want to. It'll be fine. That's what I like to tell myself. It'll be all good. We're gonna pick some competent person. They're gonna have a camaraderie with the group. I think that's also important, is camaraderie with the group. So hopefully, yeah, hopefully we're good judges of character. But that's why you have more than one person on the interview panel, because you need other people to make their own judgments too, because, yeah. But yeah, you need other people to make judgments too, so that it's not just one opinion. So yeah, like I said, hopefully we went to the right person. Hopefully there's no crazy red flags when you call the references. And hopefully they actually, if we do offer, they actually accept it. Because during interviewing time, you also have the problem where these folks are probably applying to other positions. So if we're too slow, which we could have been too slow, one person that I had tried to schedule an interview with had declined because they had already accepted another job. I was like, oh, okay, thank you. I was like, too slow for us. Oh well. They might have been awesome. They already have a job. But yeah, it's one of those, we're not just choosing them, they are choosing us. So I know that. So the interview is partially interviewing us and us interviewing them. So we have to try to put our, maybe that's why my coworker was like, I'm trying to smile to seem welcoming. Because like it was like, I just thought that was funny. Three, 8, 5, 6. Okay. 5 is 7, 4, 4. So far I haven't had to find alternatives. 7, 4, 4. I have plenty of this one. So I think that's enough about my life. Oh, and happy Mother's Day to the folks. I did go visit my mom and my sister for Mother's Day this past weekend. So I hope you guys all had a nice Mother's Day. All right, let's see. So I'm gonna go answer questions. I'm just gonna go backwards. Go backwards. Okay. I'm sorry that I've been a little bit, oh man, I'm really behind on answering comments. Sorry. It's just, yeah. It's been a busy couple weeks. That I don't know if you guys noticed, I haven't been posting 5 days a week all the time anymore. I don't know if I'm gonna be 5 days this week either. I think there might only be 4 this week. Although I probably could. I haven't, yeah. Depends if I have how much time I have after this video. Alright, so I'm gonna just start with the newest ones. Okay, so Deborah, let's see. This is in my Diamond Art Club unboxing from last week. So I have a question that has nothing to do with this video. Okay, that works. Do you save your special shape drills? If so, how and where do you store them? Thanks. I do save my special shape drills. I store them the same way as I store my regular drills. I was trying to find the box. I do save them. And wow, I'm zoomed in. Well, if I wasn't zoomed in, they're in this box here, and then I sort them by color and then by shape. So these are all the round stuff. These are the ones that look like teardrops kind of thing, and then they're just kind of in just those kind of categories. So yeah, I have not kitted down my special drills recently, but I have done ones in the past. They're actually like somewhat more difficult to kit down just because there's no codes, so I have to do it by color. So I don't do it as often. All right. Thank you, Deborah. So Ina asked when I was doing more of these cross-stitch patterns, Ina asked, do you have to pay an annual amount, or is this for once in a lifetime? As far as I know, it's once in a lifetime. So I'm pretty sure I paid for the lifetime membership of it, and I don't know how they would have me get more. The way it works out is you buy it, and then they give you a link to their patterns, and then you can download them or just keep going on the link. So I don't know how they would take away membership, if anything. So the A is 746. But yeah, I don't know how many have I done? I've done at least 12 because I put them on in my I had put them in this album here. So these are other ones I have done from these patterns. So I know I put 12 into this book. So I've done more than 12 because there's other ones I have finished. So thank you, Ina. So Stacy, in my unboxing of my last art dot storage. So Stacy was like wondering why there's no 445 bottle set to have all the colors. Yeah, you know, that's actually a good idea. The biggest set that I have was the 420 bottles. So yeah, I was thinking you only need a little bit more to be able to fit all 445 colors, or sometimes it's 447 if you include ecru and blank. Art Dots drills only includes the 445, so it does not include ecru and blank. And so Stacy says, I love how diamond painting puts me in a zen zone where I don't have to feel inspired or overthink. I start it and my brain forgets everything life is throwing at me. Yep, I 100% agree with that. That's why I really like diamond painting. Like, I don't have to think. I just be like, yay. And actually, maybe the reason I have not, it probably is the reason I haven't answered comments is, one, I haven't, well, it's not really the time. I've been able to diamond paint, but I just don't have the brain power after I get home from work sometimes to do the comments. So yeah, I just diamond paint, but it does give it. You're completely right. You're just like and you just finished, and your brain can turn off, because I use my brain way too much for work. But what I do for work is not brainless. So I use it too much, and I just need that point where my brain is not thinking. And that's what the diamond painting is for, is to turn my brain off and not think. All right, thank you, Stacy. Sylvia asked, do you know where I can find the bigger box? I see 450 round bottle in some video with 3 compartments. It's also, so this is in my Art Dot unboxing. It's also from Art Dot. They have the 420 container. I don't know if there's a 450 though. They should come up with one so that you could have all the DMCs in there. So Jessica asked, do you find drills on you when you're diamond painting? Yes, I have found drills. I have found drills, like, I most of the time I actually kind of step on them, and I'm just like, oh, there's some drills on my foot, because I step on them, because they're on my floor, because no matter how much you vacuum or anything, they're going to be on the floor, unless you, especially like after, because I usually diamond paint in the afternoon, after work, you know, and after dinner. So I'm not vacuuming yet, so when I get off my table after diamond painting, yep, I usually see the drills under my foot, or sometimes like here, like on my elbow, under my elbow, because yeah. And then sometimes you find them on your lap, yeah. You find the drills everywhere. Thank you, Jessica. So this is in my video from last week about me making my cover paper. I actually brought a cover paper here thing to put on this because I thought I might need it, but it's a small picture. Amy asked, where did you find your images? I love the idea. All the images shown in that video are from Pixabay. They are free, as far as I know, copyright free images that are readily available for you to download. Catherine said in that same video about making the cover paper, I should use my channel logo for my cover paper. I could. I would just have to figure out how to make it into a pattern. Like, if I were to do it, I'd try to make it like a diagonal pattern of my channel logo. And yeah, it shouldn't be that difficult, right? So thanks for the suggestion. All right, I am done with this one. So, oh, I don't have my roller here, so we're just gonna be like, okay, we're gonna stick it in here. So, oh wait, now I lost one. Okay, stop my timer. Man, that took me 49 minutes, probably because I'm talking. Okay. So, finish up my thing. This took me 49 minutes one day. I'm recording this on 5/15/23. All right, I'm gonna zoom out. All right, so now you can see why. So let's take it off the pattern. So because now you can see this here. And how does it look? Oh man, look at all this gapping. I probably could have not painted it. I mean, I think I might have made it a little too wide. I could have probably went smaller, or were my drills smaller? Because I did multiply it by 0.28 for round drills, because round drills are 0.28, but I probably could go smaller, because I don't know if you could tell. Oh wait, I should put it on some white paper here. I don't know if you could tell all the gapping. I need some more, like a big piece of white paper. But yeah, here is this one here. Because it being transparency paper, you can't see through it. But the whole point was so I could see the pattern. So yeah, here it is. I don't know, it seems a little bit light colored, but I think it worked out. And yeah, so this might be a nice way of doing the rounds. Yeah, that's gonna be a little bit of effort. Like I told you, I was planning to do Heaven and Earth designs in rounds. In fact, I even have it already kitted up. And I bought a canvas with round. So like I bought a canvas here. I don't know if you can see it has the round circles, but and the pattern that I had chosen was lighter colored, so that the white background wouldn't show up. Like the white background wouldn't make as much of a difference. But I think I might try this. I might try this out for it. Because yeah, I think it worked out. So you're not going to see the grid lines, because that was the main reason I didn't want you to see the grid lines. And yeah, I think it might work out. It might work out. I don't know. I have to think. Maybe 0.28 is too big, because I do see gaps. Maybe I could. Yeah, maybe 0.28 is a little too big. But hey, there you go. So in case you're like, how do you get this? So, yeah, so I just made this picture exactly the same size as this. So, and then when I blew this up, I made it, like I have a video of how to calculate how big to make this. So yeah. See, now I'm thinking, since this worked, and the glue actually was pretty decent. This is the Aleene's Tack It Over and Over that I put on there. I only put one. I'm just trying to see if it'll come off. Isn't that actually looking really nice? I only put one layer of this. All right, so there is my video for my WIP and chat for this week. So thank you for keeping me company while I worked on this, and thank you for watching, and happy diamond painting. Bye.